So you're following God, and you've been following God for years, for a really long time, through religion, through different practices, through this journey, through spirituality and whatever. You're so committed to this force, this thing that you cannot see. You're so committed to it. You're obsessed with it. You're captivated by it. You've become more and more every day, every week, every year, more and more aligned with this energy. And you're listening to the calls. You're just putting one foot in front of the other. Like, where else would I go except for to follow you, unseen source of who I am? Where else would I go? So you're listening and you're seeking God within yourself. The kingdom of heaven is within you. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you. So you want things, you have desires. Delight yourself in the Lord, and he shall give you the desires of your heart. You're listening, you're revering, you're reveling in this energy of this source that you cannot see, but that you love so much, and you've understood loves you as well. And you've been going through these hard things through the years, and you're like, what is wrong? Like, what am I doing wrong? What am I not doing? Why does it seem like I'm as close to you as I've ever been, and yet looking outside of myself, it's like, am I crazy? Have I not been hearing you this whole time? Am I delusional? But there's this theme that keeps coming up about how God meets you when you're in your wilderness, when everything has been stripped away from you, when you have come to the end of yourself, dying to yourself, which you've known about so many, 3, 2, 1 on the counter, so many teachings, like I want to say religions, but like so many of these ancient texts and technologies. It's like this war between the spirit and the flesh that you recognize is just so real. The more and more you walk every day, that everything feels like a spiritual lesson, that as if everything is coming from the mind, everything is coming from the imagination. And this incredible force that lives inside of you is having its experience and is having its way through you. The more you open yourself up, you're like, I just want to be this vessel, have your way through me. Light worker, light being. Surrendered to the divine. And yet you're like, so what is going on with my life? What's going on with my relationships? What's going on with my money? What is going on? Like, I feel anxious, right? Yet You're committed. You're so committed. And even when it seems like everything is falling apart, you're like, there has to be some sort of a reason. Everything is bringing me back to you. Everything is bringing me back to you. And to know that you love me, to believe that this amazing energy that is everywhere, everything, all at once. That was a really good movie. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. That was a really good movie. Anyway, you're not crazy. You're not crazy. You're finally learning how to release the performance. You're finally at the end of yourself realizing that you are not the God of this universe, that you're not in control. Every little piece of control or understanding that you thought you had, right? Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge him and he shall direct your path. And so finally you're at that point where you don't have the answer. You don't have the resource. You can't say you were relying on God when really it was just something that you did yourself and tried to act like that was that. You're finally at the place that you've always wanted to be. Surrendered, trusting. That mustard seed of faith that was given to us all, where we have the star energy in the tarot, like you have some hope, some way, somehow, after the tower, after your whole foundation has been shaken, after everything has been ripped from underneath you. You're vulnerable and you're in the peaceful night of God, and there's hope. There's hope. It doesn't cost a thing to smile. You don't have to pay to laugh. You better thank God for that. There's hope. There's more to be revealed. There's more that's unfolding. And it's all conspiring for your highest and greatest good, all conspiring to be exceedingly abundantly above all what you could have asked or thought. Let's continue the journey, shall we? As we walk into the promised land through our wilderness. Peace.